So, having done the first half of the page where we've just checked that the user is not already in the database and we've then added them to the database, the next part is to allow the user to update some details about themselves, press a button and get that saved into the record that they've created which represents them. So this is going to require much slightly more complicated things. We've got a lot of data to actually put in. There's basically all those text boxes and the first name, the last name, the gender, male or female, the location, and also the picture. The picture's got a few interesting kind of challenging things that are associated with it as well. So anyway, let's go into the else. And again, so first of all, we need to start off with a DB connection object and open it. So I'm just going to copy that from the code above. Obviously, it's not good to go around copying code, but as I say, I mean, I'm trying to teach the fundamentals of ASP, so I've just got to do it as quickly as I can. So that's why I'm doing that. So anyway, I created my database connection and I've opened it. Now then, well, we're going to have to use Ambit adding with parameters, adding with values for this, because this is going to be a complex SQL statement, and to actually update all those various fields in the record representing the user. So let's say, so dim SQL string as string equals. Okay, so now that's it's going to be a long line, so let's go on to a new line. Quote update users. Now this is we're using the update command in SQL for the first time. Update is where you actually change the values of an existing record or existing set of records rather than creating new records. And so you can update just one record or many records. So you do the basic syntax is update name of the table, then you do set a set of name value pairs, set this equals that, this equals that, this equals that, and then you put a where statement to say on these particular records where, and in our case it's going to be where the user equals user identity name. So this is what we do, is we say update users set first name equals, and that's where we'll just use the at first name. Okay, line first name comma last name equals at last name. Okay, so unfortunately it's quite difficult to type when the computer is a little bit slow. Then you say gender equals at gender, comma, location equals at location, comma, profile image equals at profile image. Okay, and then we have finally we just have to have the where statement where. So we're not going to do it over every single record in the database. We're going to say where username equals, we'll say at username. So that gives us the kind of abstract idea of the SQL statement that we're going to be using. And now we need to now replace these at identifiers with real values. Okay, so to do that, we're going to type in first of all, turn this whole thing into a database command object. So we say dim dbcmd obj equals new ole db command open bracket. Okay, and so the first parameter is the SQL string, which we've just written, SQL string, and the second parameter is of course the connection object, so ole db con. Okay, now having done that, basically getting all the values is fairly straightforward, which is the text property of all the text fields. It's going to be the selected value property of the radio button group. But there is, of course, the upload image object. Okay, now the upload image object is going to, it could be called anything. The name of these images that exist on users' hard disks could be absolutely anything at all. The danger is, however, that therefore they could potentially be duplicate names. You know, somebody in one hard disk, someplace in the world, might have a JPEG called steve.jpg, but another Steve somewhere else in the world might equally also have another steve.jpg JPEG. So what we need to do is give them a name, which the name is going to be exactly that of the user